Turn now to that live news conference with Brunswick County leaders speaking now on that deadly tornado. Let's listen in.
We did experience 10 injuries this morning, and we had unfortunately 3 fatalities as a result of the tornado. We are currently working with our partners to evaluate structural damage. We've completed search and rescue operations. We are going to transition into a recovery phase where we're going to start doing preliminary damage assessments, working with our utility partners and working with our state and local agencies to kind of get our community back to normal as possible. We are working with the American Red Cross to set up a reception center for residents in that area. Could go. We can help coordinate sheltering, long-term sheltering, feeding, emergency contacts, and try to help them out as much as we can. This is definitely going to be a long-term event, the recovery in Ocean Ridge and Old Charlotte Road area, the impacted areas. This is going to be take a lot of hard work, effort between cleanup and back to a normal state of life. Partners on scene, including Brunswick County Sheriff's Office, North Carolina Office of Emergency Management, our local fire departments, county agencies, state been back to normal. To ocean, more preliminary damage assessment to see how many structures we have damaged, what that extent is, and what we can do to the community. We have received several inquiries from community organizations, businesses in our county want to help donate. Right now we're trying to encourage them to get a plan together how we can help the community, and then we'll touch base with the residents and the property owners to see what their needs are and try to support them in any way we can. Like I said, this is going to be a long-term recovery. We still have a lot of damage in that area. We have a lot of safety concerns, so we're encouraging people to stay out unless they're a resident or a worker in that area. We're going to set up access points with under control of the Sheriff's Office. But like I said, we still have people in that area. It's still a dangerous situation, but we're going to do our best to make sure nobody gets injured and we get our community back to normal as possible. One of our big partners we're working in now as we go into recovery phase is our representatives from Brunswick Electric. They're going to play a vital role in restoring power into our community, into the area here, and isolating areas that we have concern to make sure it's safe when we operate. We've turned it over to our representative from Brunswick Electric. Here, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Josh Winslow with the Brunswick Electric Membership Corporation. I just want to provide a status on the power restoration efforts. We started last night with about 37,000 out, which is a big part of our system, 37 of about 100,000 meters. And most of that was due to extensive damage to our transmission system, about 30 spans of wire down, about 9 structures destroyed. So we worked mostly through the night to backfeed that. We have some redundancy in our system, and today we're making those repairs. We're down to about 3,000 members without power, and that's isolated to the areas damaged the most. So we're working with the county, coordinating with them in their emergency response efforts, and we'll end up going basically house to house for the last few members. So we ask that everyone be patient. We have a large team, a very capable team, and we'll work around the clock until we have everything restored. Do you have any questions for me? Yes, Josh Winslow, W-I-N-S-L-O-W, and I'm CEO. Brunswick Electric Membership Corporation. Okay with that, Randy? Like,
good afternoon. I'm Randy Thompson, and I'm the chairman of the County Board of Commissioners here in Brunswick County. I want to start off by asking everyone again to remember those that we've lost last evening, which you've already heard. We lost 3 of our residents. Want to remember them in our thoughts and prayers, along with those that were injured in this event. I want to also let you know that we truly have a partnership here in Brunswick County. The emergency responders, the Sheriff's Office, our utilities, our county departments have all come together, along with many of our community organizations have come together to respond to the needs of the community. I have had the opportunity to go into the area. I've seen devastation that I have not seen in years, having a public safety background myself. It's truly was a disaster last night. And again, we just want to remember those in our thoughts and prayers as we move forward. And again, thank the responders as they did a tremendous job in responding to the public's needs last night. Turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Chairman. At this time, we'll open it up to any questions. We have a few minutes to take a couple of short questions if we have any. At this time, we remain same as our earlier report. We have 10 injuries and 10 fatalities, unfortunately. 10 injuries and 3 fatalities. At this time, we don't have that information available. I don't have that information available. Yes, they were all in the Ocean Ridge area. No, we've conducted search and rescue operations, and we don't have any reports of anybody missing. Yes, sir.
Can you describe the neighborhood back there right now?
The neighborhood that was impacted, we have serious destruction in that neighborhood. We have homes that are knocked over. We have a lot of hard work to do as a community to get it back to normal, to make the community safe for the residents to go back in to the areas that were unaffected. But it's definitely a very hazardous situation with debris, homes damaged, stuff all over the place.
Can you tell us about damage, maybe not so much just back there? How about the surrounding area? Do you have anything else?
Outside of Ocean Ridge, on Highway 17, we had quite a bit of damage to utility infrastructure. We had some commercial structures that were damaged on Highway 17. And then the other big part of the damage was off of Old Schloat Road area, where we had utility lines down. We had homes damaged severely also in that area. That area, we did not have any reports of any injuries or fatalities, but we do have serious damage. And we are working with our partners and the other organizations and the National Weather Service to try figuring out the track of this situation and to see if we have any outlying damage in other parts of the county.
How many houses are in that area where you're asking people not to go? Just ballpark, how many families can't get into that area?
Yeah. At this time, I don't have a count. It is a rather large area that we are isolating.
How are those people injured, those 10 people? What are the extent of their injuries?
It ranges. I don't have exact reports at this time.
One more question.
Was there any warning?
We had very minimal warning. We had a tornado warning from the National Weather Service that was broadcast, but at that time the storm was already on ground, causing damage. We've been talking with our partners in the National Weather Service, and they were very surprised how rapidly the storm intensified. It's something they normally don't see, so we didn't have much warning. And at the time of night, where most people are at home and in bed, it creates a very dangerous situation.